Fox, Fearless Records. I was born Ismi Arate, Sire of Margaret. I changed my name to Charlotte Tara Copper. Around January 1976, Paul McCartney and John Lennon created a record label for me called Fearless Records. I wanted Unicorn Records because I was a toddler and because I think of unicorns as people who think differently, who have different ideas, not like everyone else. Paul McCartney said I would grow out of that record label name, and he came up with Fearless Records, and I decided on Fearless Records. My fingerprints are on the copyright paperwork from London, England. I was kidnapped by the Nazi regime and eventually dumped in Amsterdam and forced to be a peep show toddler. I had a booth I would, sit in and pose for change from strangers. Sometimes people would give me money for nothing, change for nothing, and I would write poems, tape them on my booth, hoping people would buy the poems instead of whatever poses they wanted me to do. I am a prodigy, female prodigy. I already had a music theory PhD and a particle physics PhD from Cambridge. So I could read very young. I was about 2 years old. And look, we're in Athens, Georgia. Isn't this great? So I had one of the poem pasted to the cube. I would go read it I would read on the street corner, or sometimes I would go to coffee shops and read my poetry. So Sid Vicious walked by the cube one day and he saw the poem and he bought the poem from me for $1 and change in change. And then I got to hear his music, and he sort of tried to adopt me or get me out of the toddler peep show hood. And one night he was eating dinner in his apartment. He had a plastic disposable knife in his hand. Law enforcement broke and entered the apartment and killed him, claiming he attacked them. They altered the lyrics to the song Anarchy in the UK. I'm going to try and remember the lyrics. I tried to pull them up. Hold on one second. Maybe I'll add them later to the description. It's I am antichrist, meaning I don't believe Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. Not an anarchist. I'll probably do it out of order. I know what I want and I know how to get it. I want to destroy the passerby, meaning I want people who don't do anything about injustices to face charges to or realize that they're wrong. The term "no dogs Bobby" when I was a peep show toddler and the apartment / closet I lived in with a boy named Robert, he thought it was a good idea to have a dog when we couldn't even feed ourselves. So no dogs Bobby, sorry. I get the wrong time, you stop the traffic light. Your future dream is a shopping scheme, meaning they're thieves, swindlers, everything. I don't want to see your anarchy. Is this the MPLE? Is this the USA? Is this the IRA, Irish Republican Army? I thought it was the UK, or just another country, another council tenancy. I don't want to see your anarchy. Anarchy for the UK. It's coming sometime, maybe. And then I don't want to see your anarchy in the city. I don't want to see your anarchists get pissed and destroy. TARA, Tara, FOX, Fox, Tara Fox, Fearless Records, taken over by the Nazi scum who are alive and well in the United States of America. Boycott, Hilton, RCA, Penguin Records, who owns Scholastic, Apple Computers, Apple Phone, Steven Spielberg Productions, Amazon. I put together Schindler's List, by the way. He doesn't pay any of the victims anyway. Feel free to sue anyone on the fearlessrecords.com website because I don't operate the website. They're just, I don't know how they afford to pay all those people. It's RCA. It's what they do to all independent record labels. They starve them to death. They steal their musicians. And I guess eventually murder them, just like Sid Vicious. David Bowie, Michael Hutchins from NXS, Kurt Cobain, just a few Whitney Houston and daughter, Michael Jackson, who was not a pedophile or a child molester, by the way. Who else? I can't think of anyone else. There's a whole list on my website. It's a Wix site. princessfox071019.wixsite.com/TARALS Fox. Personal blogs and political commentary. Obviously on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. July 10, 1974, London, England. Cut from my mother's womb. Female, prodigy, multiple DNA, 5'6". My hair's light brown, dark blonde with red and honey highlights. Whatever you want to call it. I call it copper. That's why I chose my last name, in case there was someone else out there with this weirdo hair color that I was related to. Fearless Records, positive influence on music. Thanks to God and all the other victims of the Nazi regime. Die, Nazi scum. Die.